We're on our way now quickly to go get a dead waterbuck. A waterbuck got killed in a fence line on one of our neighbours' farms, so we're just on our way to go fetch it now. Sorry about the bumpy road, it's a bit of a real reserve track. But it's definitely worth it, even though I'm told the waterbuck is a little bit off. It's not too bad that the lions can't eat it. Remember, lions were eaten a kill for 3 or 4 days even. And this is only 2 days. Yesterday was a really cold day, so let's hope it's still good. We were going to need some help to load this waterbuck bull. Waterbuck bull weighs about 270 kilograms, and there was no way we were going to load this just with 2 men and the 2 kids with us. So luckily there was a TLB in the area which we could go collect, and we used the TLB to load the waterbuck back onto the pickup. It was a big job, but without the TLB this would not have worked. We also didn't want to cut the waterbuck up too much. We wanted to keep it as whole as possible so that when we get home we can feed proper portions to the lions. Sometimes it's really good to give the lions a whole feed and not small cut up portions. So we tried our best to keep the waterbuck whole, get it on the back of the pickup, and then once we got home we'd process it to cut off all the pieces that weren't good so that we could still give the rest. This was an interesting job. Charlie was loving the idea of a flying waterbuck, and luckily the TLB was on site so that we could use it to load it, otherwise this would have taken us much longer. Okay. I know the sight of some of the things that we do must be quite shocking for some people, but I feel it's important that people really see what goes on and what we have to do to keep these animals alive and safe. We had no part in this waterbuck's death. Thank goodness the waterbuck was found before it got too old, and we are so appreciative for the donation. This is a lot of meat. I estimate we could use maybe about 150 kilograms of this still. A piece of it was damaged when the crocodiles got hold of it before we got there. They pulled out a lot of the insides and ate the back legs. But the rest of this meat is like gold to us. And even though it's a bit of a stinky job, we were not going to let this waterbuck go to waste. So we really are grateful to our neighbours for giving us a call during this time and giving us a chance to come and fetch this waterbuck. This is like gold to us. Once loaded, we had to rush off quickly. We still had a 45-minute drive to get home, and it was about to get dark, so we had no time to waste. Yeah. Charlie, tell me what it smells like. How does a waterbuck smell?
It smells like dead meat and you taking your poo. Carry on driving, don't stop.
What?
Carry on driving, don't stop.
Smell good? The next morning there was a lot of excitement in the air. The lions knew something was coming. They could smell it and they were keen. What we do with a big feed like this is we'll put it into an enclosure called the feeding camp. That means that we can put the whole meat in there and then open the gate and let them come and fetch it. It keeps them safe, it keeps us safe, and it makes sure that we don't have any accidents. Giving a whole piece of food like this is not just for food value. There's a lot of enrichment involved as well. Lions get to challenge it, they get to play, kill it, and they'll play with it for quite a while before they start eating, as you can see here with Rudolph. Just remember something, this lion is picking up about 90 kilograms of meat with his mouth and his neck and carrying it out of the boma. Once they get over playing with it, they'll start feeding, but we left these lions for now because they were just having too much fun and decided we were going to go feed the other group of lion pieces of the waterbuck. These lions we had to feed pieces. We could not throw over a massive piece, and the feeding enclosure has not been completed for this lion camp yet. So we threw the pieces over, and about half an hour later the lions were still eating on these massive pieces of meat. You can see here how slowly he's eating. He's so full already. Unfortunately, the waterbuck wasn't big enough so that the white lions could also get a big piece of food. So today they were still going to get a piece of giraffe. What we did decide is to give them a big piece of giraffe each so that they could also eat on it for a couple of days. These white lions have never really been used to the presence of people. So as you can see, they're not the same as the other 5 and the other 3 that I've fed. They'll always be a little bit more wary. Once they got their big piece, they would all go and run off to their own place and go eat it. You'll see the last female carries her piece really far away. She doesn't want to share it with the others.
She's just running away.
Like, I'm not sharing this with no one. It was a good week, and I just want to thank everybody that's helped us through this period. Those of you who have made donations, it's really been important, and these lions are feeling full today because of you guys. So thank you very much.